That's right, Israel invented the USB flash drive. You know, that little stick of joy that can store all your documents, files and movies. Probably used by everyone on the planet, it's surely one of the most useful inventions out there. In the year 2000, the first USB was sold. At that time, it only had 8 MB capacity and went on to quickly replacing CDs. Israel also developed the PillCam, a pill that can be swallowed to record images of the digestive tract. Launched in 2001, PillCam is now considered the most accurate way of doing endoscopy and is widely used in the field of medicine. The capsule is said to have more than 1.5 million users in over 75 countries worldwide. Next on our list is ReWalk, a wearable exoskeleton that enables individuals with lower limb paralysis to walk again. Invented in 2011 by Dr. Amit Goffer, an Israeli entrepreneur, ReWalk simulates the natural style of walking through powerful motion sensors. Though this technology users can even climb stairs, since its launch, the ReWalk device is being used by more than 1,000 people in the world today. Waze is probably one of the most popular Israeli innovations. In fact, no Israeli startup list would be complete without mentioning it. It's basically a GPS-based travel app that gives you turn-by-turn navigation using complex algorithm and real-time data. It was launched in 2008 in Israel and is now owned by Google. Waze is used in over 100 countries and is likely to play a major role in the development of Google's self-driving cars. And fifth on our list is Viber. The instant messaging and free calling app was developed in Israel. You can download the app on any smartphone and make calls across the world for free using Wi-Fi. In 2013, Viber had more than 200 million users. Bureau Report, WION.
Now, in an attempt to crack down on spammers, Facebook will start hiding public posts from users sharing vast amounts of content per day. Using a new algorithm, Facebook will determine which posts are seen from friends, advertisers and other sources. The social network said that it wants to make their feeds more informative by filtering and hiding posts from pesky users who use clickbaits and sensationalized articles to cause spamming. However, Facebook's new policy does not apply to videos, photos, check-ins and status updates. Apart from fixing the oversharing dilemma, Facebook is also expected to bring out a new Discover tab for Messenger in order to ensure better user engagement with chatbots and brands.
The groundwork for everyone else to do the other things that they're doing.
Adopted babies through Facebook.
Now, car manufacturer Volvo is going all in on clean cars. The Swedish firm announced this week that all cars launched from 2019 will be partially or completely battery-powered, and in the process signaled a historic end to building models that only have an internal combustion engine. Between 2019 and 2021, the firm will introduce 5 100% electric models and ensure the rest of its lineup will have some form of hybrid engine. Volvo is, of course, the first major manufacturer to make such a move, seen by many as bold but risky, especially considering electric cars make up only a small fraction of the market. According to reports, the first of Volvo's electric cars will be built in China, but others would be made in Europe and the US. Several other major car makers, including Renault and BMW, have also declared ambitious plans for electric cars after pressure from government bodies, which they see as a key way of tackling air pollution and climate change. Now, talking about electric cars, Tesla's long-awaited Model 3 is now in production. The sleek four-door sedan takes Tesla's striking design language in a new direction and is aimed at well-established players in the luxury segment like the BMW 3 Series and the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Seriously, if James Bond ever decided to go green, then this would probably be the car he would drive. The 3 is also set to benefit from advances in battery technology and gets an updated cooling system. The basic model will start at $35,000, nearly half the price of Tesla's current cheapest car, making it the company's most affordable electric vehicle to date. According to CEO and founder Elon Musk, production should reach 20,000 cars a month by December. Earlier this year, Tesla overtook General Motors and Ford as the most valuable US car maker, even though it only built 84,000 cars in 2016. According to reports, software giant Microsoft is all set to lay off thousands of employees around the world in an attempt to reorganize its sales force. The company is planning to make the job cuts as part of a restructuring that will focus more on cloud services. Last year in July, Microsoft announced its plans to cut an additional 2,850 jobs over the year, largely related to its exiting the smartphone business. This year in January, Microsoft shared its plan to cut 700 jobs, part of the previously announced restructuring. It seems like Microsoft now may be specifically focusing on its artificial intelligence Azure products, as Azure's revenue nearly doubled in the company's fiscal third quarter with 93% sales growth. After Amazon, Google and Apple, it seems Samsung is now all set to enter the smart speaker race. According to a report by the Wall Street Journal, Samsung is building a smart speaker based on its digital assistant Bixby. The report also went on to say that the speaker is currently being developed under the codename Vega and is still in early stages of development. So that means Samsung fans shouldn't break their banks just yet, because it will take a good amount of time till it comes to production. The reason behind this is because Bixby itself, which lacks functionality of its prime feature, Bixby Voice. Of course, Samsung will have plenty of competition to contend with if its speakers makes it to store shelves. Besides the Echo range, there is Google Home, Microsoft's Cortana-based Invoke and Apple's HomePod. More companies like HP and Intel are also expected to join the smart speaker race by the end of this year. So the question is, how will the South Korean tech giant convince people to choose the Vega over the rest? And in some more Samsung news, the company's fire-prone smartphone that sparked a global crisis is making a comeback. The world's largest smartphone maker says it's restructuring the Galaxy Note 7 by selling a cheaper refurbished version in South Korea starting Friday. Samsung will offer 400,000 phones dubbed the Galaxy Note 7 Fan Edition in its home country and will be priced at $611. The devices will be made from recalled unsealed Note 7 handsets and unused Note 7 components. And according to Samsung, the new batteries for the refurbished devices will have a lower capacity than those of the original Note 7s, but have passed new safety measures implemented following the recall. Now, Samsung was forced to hold sales of Note 7 in October, roughly 2 months after its launch, due to fire-prone batteries from 2 different suppliers. The incident cost Samsung over $5 billion in operating profit and damaged its reputation, though the firm has since recovered with the successful launch of the Galaxy S8.
With a more sensitive tip, it's evolved.
Now, Motorola is betting big on the future of modular phones and Moto Mods. During a press event in Ghana, Africa, the company announced its upcoming Moto 360 camera Moto Mod for the Moto Z smartphones. Unfortunately, little is known about the Moto 360 camera mod itself, not even the price or a potential launch date for that matter. But what we do know is that, like the existing Moto Mods, the new accessory can be attached to the rear of the Moto Z via a 16-pin connector and will allow you to shoot 360-degree photos and video. Motorola's new camera also resembles Essential's upcoming 360-degree camera, which attaches to the Essential phone through a modular system that will likely be one of the biggest competitors to Motorola's mod system. Now, Xiaomi has announced a list of 14 phones that qualify to get an Android Nougat update. According to the reports, there are 14 Xiaomi phones that are going to be upgraded. The list goes on to say that 10 out of 14 Xiaomi phones will get Android 7.0 update, and only 4 are eligible for an Android 7.1 update in the days to come. As pointed out in the report, the devices that will be upgraded to Android 7.0 are the Xiaomi Red 4X, Xiaomi Mi Max, Mi Note 2, Redmi Note 4X, Mi Mix, Mi 5, Mi 5S and Mi 5S Plus. Meanwhile, the devices that will be upgraded to Android 7.1 Nougat include Xiaomi Mi 6, Mi Max 2, Mi 5C and Redmi 4X. Although it was very surprising to see that the Redmi Note 4 is nowhere on the list, leading to widespread speculation because the phone is already on Android 7.0 Nougat preview. Well, that's it for this edition of Tech Check. For all the latest gadget reviews and trends, make sure you tune into our weekly technology program, Tech It Out, every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. and every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Thank you for watching. More news and updates on the other side.